I was here when the team got was here. So, does anyone have any questions on the live, just so we can get this started? To make it, you really have to come up with something different. And something different comes, creating a niche, Does anyone know what a niche means? A niche is when you specifically, constantly focus on one thing, or you're different from what everyone else has. And what I noticed was there was nothing like this in the market, Me personally, I have a wife. We just had a baby. And thank you. And thank you. But I'm not going to sit here and say that's the reason why I did it. In my heart, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur. Growing up, I knew that I wanted to do something. I didn't know what it was. But as I started, figuring things out, I noticed that there was nothing like this. And not only that, but in the market today, there's a lot of gay men that are doing things. You don't see a lot of things for women, And I just knew that there was something that was missing. Right now, you looking at me, I'm tired. Like, I just went back to school. I am in school full-time. I have work full-time. Newborn full-time, and I just went back to school. I'm going to be completely transparent with you guys. Like, I'm going to be as real and as 100 as I possibly can with you. I did not go to college, and through the process, I've been paying for it, because I've been making a lot of mistakes. It's been costing me a lot of money. I've been paying a lot of people to do things that I should know how to do. You know what I mean? And if you know how to do what you do, then you don't have to worry about it. But I will not take away anything because I've been learning. For me, the money that I've been spending and that I've been using, for me, that's college. That's my university. Creativity, I guess I've always been a little creative. That is my forte. Just being creative. I have a lot of people that make me look good. Like I tell them what it is and they bring it to life. I'm a visionary. I tell them and they make it happen. And I'm glad enough to know, although my ideas are very strong, it does take a team, to make it to make these things.
I was like, oh, that's slowly inside.
To be on the clean side, it is LESDowntown. But if you really look into it, I mean, because then that's where my creativity comes, because you gotta catch it, you gotta and LES is a creation, and where do they like to go? Downtown. Brand has been, we're a little older than 2 years old. And in the 2 years, what I've mainly focused on was building a personality for the brand, making sure that I had my rights, making sure that I had catchy taglines, that I made sure that, I was properly incorporated, made sure, I started building my site and everything. My site is, to this day, a work in progress. And you will know that if anyone here ever does a website is never finished. A website is a continuous project because it is a representation of like what you're doing, new product, all of that stuff. So anyway, so now is the time. This is the time now where we're here. This is who we are, and now we're introducing ourselves and now we're going to start making some noise. So a lot of people are like, oh, I've never heard of you before. You need to step up your marketing because I've never heard of you. You don't have enough stuff. And then to add to that, like, you know, like I started the website, because again, I'm an entrepreneur, so I'm thinking brand. My thing is I want to build a brand, you know? I don't want to be a designer, I want to build a brand. So I'm thinking more about the business side of it. The first collection that we ever threw out there is a collection of 12 pieces of 12 tops. We designed that from scratch. We did the sketching, the pattern, the modeling, the everything. And I'm not a designer. I didn't do any of that stuff. I mean, I overseed it, I approved it, I was there. It was exhausting. It was not cost effective. It was extremely pricey. And a lot of the things that they don't tell you is, okay, now you make this beautiful collection, okay. You know what? Do you have X amount of money now to manufacture it? They don't tell you that. You know? Then they don't also tell you, oh, you want to manufacture 30 pieces? No. We have a minimum of at least, 500 to 1,000 pieces for that one shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't tell you this. These are things that you need to learn, research, and take into consideration. So before you decide that you're going to go there, you got to make sure that you have enough savings. You got to make sure you have the energy, the time, and, all the resources. So that was the first collection. After making many mistakes in that collection, I was like, what am I doing? I'm not a designer. I don't want to do this. I just spent so much money, so much time, and that's not even what I want to do, So then we started rebranding, so then we went another route. So then I started forming relations with wholesalers. I started becoming a buyer, you know what I mean? Now I'm looking at trending pieces, seeing what I like, so that way then I could just incorporate the brand and then just make it happen that way, which made a lot more sense for what I'm doing. So that's how I get the collection. So now I just have to buy, So anyway, so I'm online and there's people, there's people behind me, there's two girls behind me, and all I can do is, and I'm like, what? So then I look back and I'm like, are you guys talking about me? And they're like, so then I was like, listen, I don't know what you're gonna say, but if you have something to say, I'm completely approachable. Just ask me about it, And they were like, are you the girl from LESDowntown? And I was like, yeah. I'm like, because I'm nobody. I'm not big. Nobody knows about me. So I'm like, yeah. I'm like, how do you know that? And they're like, well, you saw that I was and this actually happened to be two students from this school. So, but this was like a year. This was a while ago. So I was like, wow. I was like, you guys remember that? I was like, that was a long time ago. And they were like, well, we don't remember you. They were, because I had a button on for the logo. And they were like, well, we remember the brand design. And that was everything. Because that is what you are trying to accomplish. You know what I mean? Like, you want to build or create something that is going to retain, that's going to, you know what I mean? That people are going to remember. And this was a year later, and they haven't remembered that. So for me, that was just like, I've been telling that story for a long time. It's like going into maybe 1,000 fighters. You're gonna get beat up. If you go into the ring with like 4 fighters, you could possibly come out as a champion.